Stop believing that getting older means giving up your physical strength and living with daily limitations. The only 3 exercises you truly need can transform your strength and mobility in just 15 minutes a day. The common belief that you must spend endless hours in a gym doing dozens of complicated routines is completely wrong. From a clinical perspective, information overload with intense cardio and heavy weights is exactly why most people fail to remain consistent. However, the biggest mistake people over 50 make has nothing to do with exercise selection. It is all about your daily expectations. You might start accepting stiff mornings as a normal part of life. You might think avoiding the stairs is a smart choice for your body. You start to internalize the idea that this is just how it is now. Medically speaking, this mindset becomes a dangerous self-fulfilling prophecy. Every single time you lower your physical expectations, your body adapts downward to meet those new limits. When you accept a limitation, you stop challenging the muscles needed to overcome it. This lack of challenge directly leads to a medical condition called sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss. If you stop using your muscles, that physical limitation becomes your permanent reality. But you absolutely do not have to accept this decline. Medical science shows that this physical decline is highly reversible with a smart and targeted approach using specific exercises. You do not need an expensive gym membership, and it is incredibly easy to start even if you have never exercised before. By focusing on 3 scientifically proven movements, you can engage every major muscle group essential for your long-term independence. These specific exercises directly address the biggest physical challenges faced after 50. Consistency is far more important than extreme intensity. By shifting your mindset and rejecting the false idea that aging equals weakness, you can rebuild your foundation safely. You hold the power to stop muscle loss and regain control of your body starting today. Let us begin this physical transformation with the single most important movement for your functional longevity. It is an action you already perform countless times daily, but its proper execution is the absolute cornerstone of your physical independence. I am talking about the squat. Every single time you sit down and stand back up, you are performing a squat. The educational issue we face as we age is that as sarcopenia progresses, we unknowingly begin to cheat this fundamental movement. You might start using momentum to throw your weight forward, or you might push off your armrests with your hands. While this seems like a harmless adaptation from a clinical standpoint, it means your primary muscles, like the quadriceps, hamstrings, and especially your glutes, are no longer being properly stimulated. This creates a highly dangerous downward cycle. Your muscles weaken further, the movement becomes even more difficult, you compensate more, and muscle atrophy accelerates at a frightening pace. This is exactly why mastering the squat is completely non-negotiable. It directly strengthens the largest muscle groups in your entire body, which literally act as the engine for almost everything you do. But from an educational and physiological perspective, the benefits go far beyond just muscle building. The squat is a crucial weight-bearing activity for maintaining your structural bone density. When you squat safely, you send a direct mechanical signal to the cells in your hips and spine, instructing them to build new bone tissue. This is your most effective natural defense against osteoporosis and life-altering fractures. Furthermore, it fine-tunes your entire nervous system. It improves the vital communication between your brain and your muscles, a sense called proprioception. This is the exact mechanism that allows you to instantly correct your balance and prevent a simple trip from becoming a catastrophic fall. The true beauty of this exercise is its complete accessibility for absolutely anyone. The starting point for most people should always be the chair squat. Using a sturdy chair, sit right on the edge with your feet planted firmly about hip-width apart. Lean forward slightly and without using your hands at all, drive powerfully through your heels to stand up. Then lower yourself back down to a seated position with absolute control. This slow and controlled descent is just as important as the upward ascent for building true functional strength. Aim for 10 repetitions 2 to 3 times per day. You must always listen to the physical cues your body gives you. When you can easily perform 15 chair squats in a row without feeling winded or using your hands, your body is loudly signaling that it has adapted. This usually takes about 2 to 4 weeks of consistent practice. The next educational step in your physical journey is the body weight squat. You will now perform the exact same movement without the safety of the chair. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Initiate the movement by pushing your hips backward exactly as if you are sitting in a chair while keeping your chest held high. Go down only as far as is comfortable and safe for your joints. Then drive through your heels to stand tall. The ultimate goal here is perfect form over mindless repetitions. When you can safely perform 12 to 15 bodyweight squats and genuinely feel like you could do more, you are ready for the next level of challenge. This is where you can safely add resistance by holding a light weight at your chest, a highly effective variation called the goblet squat. A small dumbbell or even a simple water bottle will absolutely suffice. Always remember the core philosophy of this educational journey is progression, not immediate perfection. Starting safely with a simple chair is the most intelligent first step you can take in rebuilding your functional foundation. Having this powerful lower body base is the absolute foundation for your lifelong mobility, preparing you perfectly for the next critical phase of your physical transformation. Having a powerful lower body is the foundation for your mobility, but our daily interaction with the physical world is largely dictated by the strength of our upper body and the integrity of our core. Think about pushing open a heavy door, lifting groceries, or most critically, being able to push yourself up from the ground after a fall. These actions depend heavily on your upper body strength. This brings us to our second fundamental movement, which is the push-up. The push-up is perhaps the most scalable exercise in existence, and its benefits for maintaining functional strength after 50 are immense. Educationally, it is a compound movement, meaning it engages multiple muscle groups simultaneously, including your chest, shoulders, triceps, and crucially, your entire core. From a clinical perspective, the push-up is a powerful tool for improving daily posture. With prolonged sitting, many adults develop upper crossed syndrome, characterized by a forward head and rounded shoulders. The push-up strengthens the exact muscles needed to counteract this posture, helping to pull the shoulders back and align the spine. This can alleviate chronic neck and upper back pain. A proper push-up is essentially a moving plank that teaches your body to remain stable and integrated. We begin at a safe level, which for most is the wall push-up. Stand at arm's length from a wall, placing your palms flat against it at shoulder height. Keeping your body straight, lean in by bending your elbows and press back. When you can confidently complete 15 to 20 wall push-ups without fatigue, it is time to move to the incline push-up using a sturdy table or bench. Gradually work your way down to lower surfaces over several weeks. Eventually, you may progress safely to the floor utilizing the knee push-up. Medically mastering the knee push-up provides all the upper body strength necessary for a high quality of life. Remember that perfect form always beats high repetitions. The way the push-up demands your upper body and core to work together brings us to our third movement, which isolates core stability. This is the plank. Medically, we view your core as a complete cylinder of muscles that supports your entire torso. A strong core is critical for preventing back pain, improving balance, and making every movement safer. Unlike traditional crunches, which involve repetitive flexing of the spine, the plank trains the core for its primary biological function, which is to resist movement and create stability. This is far more relevant to daily life and significantly safer for the discs in your lower back. We begin with a highly beginner-friendly wall plank. Stand an arm's length from a wall, place your forearms against the surface, and hold this position, keeping your body straight. Start with a hold of 10 to 15 seconds. When you can hold a wall plank for 45 to 60 seconds without losing form, move to the incline plank using a couch. Once you hold that position for a full minute with rock-solid form, you are ready for the floor. Drop down to your knees and forearms to create a straight line from knees to head. Holding a perfect knee plank for 30 to 45 seconds is a definitive sign of excellent functional core strength. A solid knee plank is far more beneficial than attempting a full plank with a sagging back. Never sacrifice your perfect form for a longer duration. Always remember to consult your physician before starting any new fitness routine. I would love to hear about your progress. Please leave a comment below this video and tell me which of these exercises you will try today. While we previously celebrated the knee plank as a monumental victory for your daily functional strength, some of you might be wondering about the ultimate progression, which is the full plank. Educationally, it is highly vital to understand that this final progression performed on your toes and forearms is absolutely not a requirement for maintaining your independence. A rock-solid knee plank is medically far more beneficial for your core stability than attempting a full plank with a sagging back. You must never sacrifice your proper structural form simply for the sake of adding duration. Perfect form is always your primary objective. Now that we have masterfully broken down the squat, the push-up, and the plank, the most critical educational step is putting this all together into a highly effective routine. Gathering medical information without physical execution will not change your life. We are going to build a simple, structured program. Your specific workout days will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On these designated training days, you will perform exactly 2 sets of each individual exercise. This frequency is scientifically chosen to stimulate muscle growth without causing unnecessary joint fatigue. Let us break down your exact daily session. You will always start your routine with your squats performing 8 to 12 repetitions of whichever specific version you are currently mastering. The squat demands the most energy, so it goes first. Next, you will move directly to your upper body, focusing on your push-ups for 5 to 10 high-quality repetitions. Finally, you will finish your physical routine with 2 sets of your chosen plank variation, holding each isometric position for 15 to 30 seconds. This entire physical routine is intentionally designed to be highly efficient and completely sustainable for the rest of your life. The days between your strength workouts, specifically Tuesday and Thursday, are officially designated as your recovery days. From a clinical perspective, muscles are broken down during your exercise session, but they actually grow stronger and rebuild during the recovery phase. However, this does not mean you should remain completely inactive. Instead, you should aim to go for a gentle 20 to 30-minute walk on these days. This consistent, gentle movement dramatically aids your muscular recovery by pumping oxygen-rich blood to your tissues, and it is absolutely excellent for your long-term cardiovascular health. Your weekends are entirely reserved for active recovery. This can seamlessly include light stretching, tending to your spring garden, or any form of gentle daily movement that brings you physical joy and keeps your joints lubricated. The fundamental medical key to this entire longevity program is deeply understanding that consistency will always be far more important than extreme intensity. Pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion is exactly how injuries occur. Your body is an incredibly intelligent biological machine, and it will actively tell you exactly when it is time to progress. When the top end of your prescribed repetition range feels easily manageable, without any breakdown in your form, you are officially ready to advance to the next level of difficulty. You must intimately trust this natural process. The ultimate goal of this senior health journey is not to reach the most advanced level of every single exercise, just to prove a point. The true medical goal is to consistently challenge your physical baseline and gradually get stronger over time so you can maintain your complete physical independence indefinitely. You absolutely do not need an expensive gym membership or complicated heavy equipment to achieve this. You genuinely just need these 3 scientifically proven exercises and the unbreakable internal commitment to begin your journey today. The absolute best time to start taking control of your physical health was many years ago. The second best time is right now. Let us take a moment to look back at the complete educational journey we have built today. We started by breaking down the dangerous myth that physical decline is a normal part of getting older. You now medically understand that sarcopenia is not an absolute fate, but a highly reversible condition. By refusing to accept daily limitations, you have taken the most important mental step toward your independence. We then constructed a scientific physical foundation using only 3 fundamental movements. You learned that the squat is your primary engine for lower body strength and bone density. You discovered that the push-up is a highly effective tool for rebuilding upper body power and correcting upper crust syndrome. Finally, you saw how the plank properly trains your core to resist movement and medically protect your lower back. When you combine these 3 specific exercises into our simple Monday, Wednesday, and Friday routine, you are actively engaging every major muscle group required for a high quality of life. This entire physical transformation demands only 15 minutes of your day. The most valuable educational advice I can give you is to abandon the search for a magic fitness secret. The true medical secret to lifelong mobility is persistent consistency. You must actively listen to your body and honor your current physical level. Please remember to consult with your personal physician before making changes to your physical routine. Your health is your most valuable asset, and protecting it requires a sustainable approach. If you found this educational medical breakdown helpful, please take a moment to like this video. Leave a comment below, sharing which of these 3 exercises you plan to start practicing first. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our future videos on maintaining your functional strength. The absolute best time to start was years ago, but the second best time is right now.